Hello Cancer, this is Joe, and guess what? It is coming up on October already. Can you believe it? And most interesting is we have a full moon on Halloween, which is viewable to the entire world as a full moon, and that hasn't happened in decades. So it's a very, very cool thing we got coming up. I think it's extra special. But anyway, this is an intuitive tarot reading. It's not going to be for everybody because it possibly can't be. So if it's not for you, there's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. I apologize for any noise outside you might hear. People like to ride around on their motorcycles, and I'm close to a road, so that might come through. Cancer, also, I read cards intuitively. So what comes to me as the first impression is most important over and above what the traditional tarot meanings may be. So that's kind of how I do things, but I do apply those, of course, to the tarot card, and I just do things in my own way. So it might be a little different than you're used to. Also, Cancer, I'm trying to get away from the personal readings. I probably will be deactivating my website because it just gets to be more than I can handle. So I've just started a members only area for private live streams, extended readings, and kind of like mini private readings over live stream. So check the description box below if you're interested. And I'm having to switch up my routine a little bit because we had a little bit of an unwanted visitor in our home. So I've had to deal with that, and I might share that with the channel coming up. We're going to see what comes back after I had a whole team of people in my home to investigate and then to clear the home. So it's actually pretty interesting, the things that kind of came out. And so, I got to do a little bit better of a job closing my readings, because there's some times where I just get going so fast when I'm done I haven't closed them, and so that's kind of messed up my schedule. It's kind of delayed me in getting some videos out, but we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. So Cancer, we're gonna talk about October here, and before we get into the tarot, you do have Come to the Edge, okay, and co-create, and a blessing to bring prosperity. So this to me is really telling me an interesting story already about October for you. There might be something that is coming up for you in October that's asking you to trust the universe, trust the creator in what's going on, because you might be tempted or asked or showed or get an opportunity to do something, but it might seem a little risky to you. It might be something that you are a little hesitant, or you might just be a little bit reserved, and but it just seems like it is something that is meant for you. And so you have co-create here. This to me is the creator telling you, I'm giving you an opportunity for something amazing, something good, some change. And I think this is probably about money, career, finances, and overall financial well-being, material well-being. And so I think the Come to the Edge is saying, go ahead, look over the edge, trust me, because I'm not going to let you fall, even though whatever is happening in October, Cancer, whatever that might be, even though you might feel like it's too big of a risk or too big of a leap or too big of a jump for you, it's still something that's saying trust in what's happening and trust the process to go with the flow. This is all about bringing you new things into your life, and like I said, material well-being, material gain. Could be employment, it could be switching jobs, it could be taking a risk and going out on your own with whatever it is that you do. So that's right away is kind of how this is coming out to me, and we're going to kind of explore that with some tarot cards. I'm not going to do a full spread, just not enough time to do that for every video, but we're going to see what you get with the tarot and see how that lines up with this here. You have 10 of Cups, and that's beautiful. I love that because I feel like this, excuse me, I'm going to bump my table a bit. seems to complement what is coming through to me. And the Ten of Cups is about a near complete arrival. It's really like, okay, if this is everything I have in life, it's good enough, and I wouldn't have to ask for anything more. It's about having all those things that in your life that are good, and bring you that deep personal satisfaction and connection with others. It's your heart feeling full, and it's like really not wanting for anything. And so I see this Ten of Cups as it's not the arrival of all that in October, but it is the arrival of things that are beginning to kind of change in your life, to where you can get to that point. I think you kind of get maybe a vision in October. You see something in your mind's eye, or you get fixated on something that you want for yourself, and in that, this Ten of Cups just is overflowing with like the potential and the possibilities. And so that's what the Come to the Edge is about. It's saying if you want this, you have to be willing to take some risk. Trust the Creator. The Creator saying that I'm working with you in this. Work with me, and we can bring some very different, new, and good things in your life. And we can begin to start to see little changes in October to head in that direction. And in that direction, even though, like I said, it's not an arrival at that, it's the beginning, it's the forming of the new beginning. The Ten of Cups is far out, but it's like having a vision for yourself. What is this big change going to bring you? Is it going to bring you everything that you want, or is it going to be like the grass isn't always greener on the other side? And that's not the message here. This is truly about the grass being greener on the other side. It is really getting to a place that you are becoming at your fullest potential when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to praying and asking, and when it comes to giving and receiving. And so there is something very important, Cancer, in October that is going to begin to change. And you may not trust it at first, because if you trust the process and go with the flow and step out of the fear and the what ifs, because it can be very fearful to make big changes, but if you step away from that idea of the fear, you're releasing yourself from the restrictions of having that change come into your life. So the Ten of Cups and the Knight the Knight of Wands, and it's like this is like looking at the past and looking at the future. It's heading towards what you want, but it's like being afraid to let go of some things that you want to take with you, but you might not be able to. You might not be able to take some things in the new direction that you're going in, and when you're going in that direction, you might have a little trouble holding on to some things that need to just be let go of. So Cancer, this to me is, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this risk. I'm going to take this chance. But keep in mind, this isn't a risk. In all reality, it is not a risk, because this is Spirit telling you to come with me. Let's do this together. Let's work together. So I think you do take what you would perceive to be the risk or the big opportunity, the big change, and in that big change, there's still some hesitation to some of the things that you have to let go of in order to get to that place that you're wanting to, kind of find yourself in down the road. So let's look at what's next. We have the Page of Wands. See, and this is a message of change to me. So the Page of Wands is a message of change, and the Ace of Wands is the formation of that new change. And let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is all just kind of like bursting out with new things, Cancer. This is all about new things. So the Ace of Pentacles, here's that pentacle that's being offered to you. This is that offer of change. This is that offer of something coming in that's eventually going to put you in a much better place. This is a blessing for prosperity. And that Ace of Pentacle here, that coin, is the beginning of that prosperity forming and manifesting and beginning to take shape in your life. And again, the Ten of Cups, we talked about that in depth. The Knight of Wands, again, we talked about the Knight of Wands being like, moving forward, but being a little resistant at the same time. We're not wanting to completely let go of some things. But I think the Page of Wands here is like a message of this opportunity or this change, or a message. This could even be a message from your higher self, but for most of you, this is like just some kind of opportunity that comes your way, or deciding to pursue an opportunity that might seem a little bit far off. But in doing that, in this message coming in, this message could come in so many different ways. Like I said, your higher self, it could be an internal knowing, it could be somebody saying, hey, here's this opportunity, why don't you pursue it? Or it could just be you deciding that you want something very different and very big for your life, and you're going to actually go for it. And so the Page of Wands to me is like this message of, hey, it's time to take that first step. It's really time, it's go time to actually pursue it, and to stop just thinking about it and never doing it. And then Cancer, we're going to leave it with the Ace of Wands here. So in October, this is the first step manifesting for you, heading in that direction. This is the first step for you beginning to materialize. This is actually the foundation of that new potential in your life that's going to materialize. And this is that first step. This is taking that physically. Taking that first step, to me, is how I see this, Cancer. So you have a great reading. I like all the changes here. To me, all the changes reflect something that you've wanted, but it's like you're being dared to do this. It's like dare to dream, dare to be different, dare to do something big, and take that risk. And there's just something in October that is perfect for you to take advantage of that, Cancer. So I'm going to let it go here, and I'm going to say have a great rest of your day. If this resonates with you, if this clicks with you, you'll know it. You'll know if this was actually for you. If it's not, again, there's always another message on another day. Don't try to fit this into your circumstances. And check the description box below if you're interested in some of the other things I offer. And I'm going to end it here and say thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more from me down the road, and thank you.